Hello and welcome to Scooped, the ice cream review podcast where we try all the cone creations, signature slushes, and frozen foods on the East Coast to give you the ultimate scoop. My name is Holly Hagman, and with me, as always, is my co-host, husband, and ice cream connoisseur, Paul Percibali. Hey, Paul, why do ice cream cones make terrible athletes?
I don't think that was the answer, Chester. They melt?
No, they always get licked.
Licked?
Yeah.
Is licked like a term for like getting beaten up, or
Yes.
losing the competition?
Yes.
Oh, I've never heard someone use that phrase before.
Oh, guess what? That's what it means.
Got it.
Okay. Like getting destroyed, essentially.
Okay. Well, now I know.
You learned something today. I pride ourselves on having this podcast be educational as well.
We do teach some weird little bits of information every now and then.
It's true. But in our last episode, actually, our last episode was very educational because we learned about rolled ice cream when we placed Sweet Sophie at the S tier level. And for this episode, we are reviewing a standalone ice cream shop with ice cream and crepes, and apparently bees, which we learned when we were there. It's delicious ice cream.
Bees.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay.
But as per usual, first we gotta start with the background on the shop. Remember how you asked me how long they'd been open? Apparently I put that in the notes. I'm too good for my own self.
You mean before I even asked?
Yeah, the notes had been done and I just forgot.
Oh, okay. So how long has it been open?
You'll see.
All right. So maybe I'll read it. So here we go. From the website's homepage, we'd love to make your life a little sweeter. An original ice cream experience like no other. Welcome to It's Delicious Ice Cream, your go-to source for the tastiest and most delightful ice cream and frozen treats. We're a family-owned and operated ice cream truck. Ice cream truck?
And shop.
Oh, so they have an ice cream truck around too?
Yes.
And shop that serves scoops and smiles all year long.
So that answered a lot of questions in just their opening little paragraph. But, yeah. So they're open all year. Not only do they have a brick and mortar shop in Clark, New Jersey, but they have a truck that goes around, and I think you
Probably in the summer.
I think you can rent the truck, too, for, like, events and stuff.
Maybe you should, Maybe you should rent it for your school.
Yeah, we learned that this place is 8 minutes away from where I work, so it was very convenient. For me, anyway.
If you can't get Blue, it's not Blue Mountain. What's it called?
Blue Rain.
If you can't get Blue Rain, maybe you should just get the delicious ice cream.
Maybe I will. But the next bit is about their grand opening. It's from an online article, so we're going to hear all about it.
So, the grand opening took place in January of 2024. So, 2 years they've been around. Mm-hmm. According to an article on Tap Into by David Brighouse, a grand opening and ribbon cutting event took place for one of Clark's largest business ventures, the brand new ice cream shop. Okay, so it's owned by a dude? Oh, by. Let me just keep going. The brand new ice cream shop, So Delicious Ice Cream, the brainchild of Clark real estate agent and entrepreneur John Samsel, proprietor of the Clark real estate firm, Samsel and Associates. One of the previous places that we reviewed was the place that was run by the real estate agent.
Correct.
It seems like ice cream is
and real estate go hand in hand.
Well, businesses, corporate jobs. I don't know exactly how to describe it.
It is a business, right? When we talked to, what's his name? Chad at Ice Cream Monster. He gave us a little bit of the inside scoop, if you will, about the business of ice cream. And so it does take a business-minded person to open an ice cream shop, even though you have to have the whimsy, but you also have to have the business knowledge. And I think that the real estate folks have that.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So
The store is much more.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
The store is much more than merely a building that sells ice cream. Samsel, along with his family members and friends, he's enlisted in this current terrific project, many of whom were either behind the counter or out on the floor handing out samples on the 11th, has has cultivated a traditional ice cream parlor ambiance and experience focused on community, camaraderie, and coming together.
Aww.
CCC.
Yes, indeed. So I have some quotes from Mr. Samsel in the article I'm going to share with you now. I was looking to create a way with my brother and sister-in-law to earn extra income doing something geared towards summers and weekends. Samsel shared when asked what motivated his decision to get into the ice cream business. He went on, initially, we started with an ice cream truck, and the idea was just to make some extra money on weekends doing street fairs and things like that. However, the business blew up so quickly and gained such a following that the need for a brick-and-mortar location became apparent.
Okay, so they were just the truck, and
Indeed.
then... So, how long has the truck been around?
I don't know that.
You dropped the ball, honey.
You know what? I'll put in my letter of resignation.
Got it.
Very soon.
Accepted.
But they have, speaking of being big on community stuff, like that was a thing that they mentioned in the article, and that we definitely got the vibe of that while we were there. In addition to having an entire shelf of board games just open to the public. And cool board games, right? Not like crappy board games, like stuff I'd never even heard of, which is kind of cool. Each table also has a tic-tac-toe board, where there's like wooden X's and O's, and you like spill them out, and you can play tic-tac-toe while you eat your ice cream, which I thought was cool. And they like to host community events. When I was doing the notes for this, it was prior to January 25th, and they had scheduled an ice cream social for children in the community that had a meet and greet scheduled with Bluey. Do you know who Bluey is?
The cartoon dog?
Yes!
How did they manage that? The dude in a costume, I guess?
Yes. They did not have the actual Bluey
I don't know. They could have put him up on a TV screen, a big old TV screen, be like, there's Bluey, he'll talk to you now.
No, it was a dude in a costume. But I don't know if they ended up doing it, because if you recall, January 25th was the day of the big old blizzard.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if Bluey made it or not, or if anyone went to the ice cream social. I didn't follow up on that. But in addition to things like that, they like to do community centered events like that.
It definitely seems like they like to do, like, have a focus on the community with how many, like, games they have there.
Yeah, it's definitely geared towards coming and hanging out, right? Like not a lot, but some of the places that we go are very much like, come in, get your ice cream, get out kind of thing.
Yep.
And especially like the bigger corporate places, like you're churning, it's an ice cream joke. You're churning out customers left and right, whereas in a place like It's Delicious, they're literally like, come, stay, hang out, have ice cream, play games, enjoy.
Yes.
And it's really nice. Plus, bees!
Yes, bees. Tell us about the bees, Holly.
So while we were there and we were looking at the menu, we were deciding what to get. I was very indecisive, and Paul had driven from home. I had come from work because, like I said, this is 8 minutes from my job, so it didn't make sense to go home and come back.
Yeah,
so we met
35-minute drive for me.
Exactly. So we met there, and Paul had run to the restroom, and I was looking around, and I saw that they had natural honey with their logo on it in jars on the counter. It says, "It's delicious honey, harvested on site."
Yeah.
And I went, what? What do you mean harvested on site? So I asked the clerk at the counter, I'm like, this is gonna sound maybe like a weird question, but do you guys have bees? And she was like, yeah, no, we got bees in the fall of, I think she said this year. The bees are a newish development.
Now tell them where the bees are.
On the roof of the building.
Yep.
So,
was there any other businesses in that strip?
Yes, there is like a karate or a martial arts studio. There's all kinds of stuff going on.
I feel
the Clark,
shopping little area thing.
Mm-hmm.
I find that so interesting because of the fact that there's they're not the only people in that building, which means I feel like, one, I feel bad for anyone who has to go up on that roof for maintenance. And then two, I feel like no one else is going to want to go up on that roof if there are bees up there.
True.
But that's still cool. That's using your space.
Paul, we can go to the meet and greet with Bluey, because as it turns out, it was postponed due to snow till February 8th. So if you're not busy on Super Bowl Sunday, you can go meet and greet.
I would like ice cream over Super Bowl Sunday.
Honestly, same.
It's
a busy weekend for ice cream.
I don't hate the Super Bowl. I was about to say I hate it, but I don't. It's just something I don't care about at all.
Yeah, I don't care about football, really, so...
Right. I don't care about any physical sport.
Affect me.
I don't watch any. I don't play any. So it's kind of just something that I don't really care about.
Yeah.
If I was to play any sport, it would have been badminton.
Oh, I love badminton.
It's so good.
I played badminton in not high school. In college, actually.
I played it in high school.
I took a class in college because for some reason my school required you had to take a gym credit to graduate.
Uh-huh.
So, but like the gym classes were low-key ridiculous, like not even gonna lie. So it was like interpretive dance and like insane things that were absurd, and I saw that badminton was on the list, and I was like, sign me up for badminton. And it was fantastic, actually. It was so much fun.
Happy for you.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to locate exactly when the bees arrived.
Oh. You like the day?
Yeah, I'm on their Instagram.
Okay. Well, have fun with that. But yeah, it's just interesting to me that they have bees on the roof. And I just feel like, not technically speaking, but like logically speaking, it's cool. But also like, I feel like it's very problematic for building maintenance.
I mean, I don't think they're just loose on the roof.
Well, they have to be. I mean, they have to be somewhat loose so that they like, they can go and get the pollen and then bring it back, which means that they have the full run of the roof, which means that they're probably swarming up there all day and night when it's not negative degrees outside.
I guess that's true. But I don't know. I just think that it's probably in a contained... Maybe they have a greenhouse. Maybe what's that thing called where you have bees in an enclosed thing? What's that?
You mean that term for the bee, technical bee house? I mean, like a bee greenhouse?
Yeah, is it?
I know that it exists.
Is it apiary?
I'm gonna look it up.
Because an aviary is birds. I think it might be apiary, but I could be making that up.
Apiary is a place where bee hives are kept, managed by an beekeeper.
Apiarist. Yes, I know things.
For honey production or pollination.
I know words.
Yeah, but it's not like a house. I mean, of course, it's like the little house that the bees are kept in, but it's not like a greenhouse or anything.
Oh.
Obviously, they have one of those up there. They wouldn't be able to keep bees otherwise. I did a little bit of research on bees.
You
keeping
did?
Bees like a while back. So I remember things, but... Yeah, I also forget, though, if bees hibernate or if they just die. I feel like they probably hibernate.
I think there is a hibernation period for bees.
Well, I know they hibernate. I just know, I don't remember if they die in the winter and their queen needs to be replaced along with the rest of the bees, or if they just go into, suspended animation and they hibernate. I don't remember. I'll have to look that up. But are you done looking for your thing so that I can look for my thing?
I mean, you can look for your thing.
Yeah, but if both of us are looking for things, then no one is going to be
we can
talking.
Still chat as we look for the thing. Okay, hang on.
Oh, you got something?
September Summer Jam. Doesn't say, but for some reason, there's pictures of bees on this flyer.
Oh, bees do not hibernate.
Oh.
Instead, they remain active inside their hive, forming a tight cluster and shivering to maintain a warm temperature of about 35 degrees. Well, I'm going to skip the Celsius. 68 degrees Fahrenheit to 95 degrees Fahrenheit for the queen.
Huh.
So apparently they just stay inside their little bee house and they shiver. Kind of sad.
That is a little sad.
But it's good for them, though.
They do bridal showers? That's crazy.
They do?
Yeah.
They do seem to really...
it's an ice cream themed shower. That's so cute. The sign says, she's been scooped up.
Gay.
I love egg. Shush.
But yeah.
I wish I had thought of that.
What?
Let's get married again.
No.
Okay, fine.
We spent enough money the first time around. No one's going to give us gifts enough to make up for it this time.
That's probably true. Alright. Well, I can't find where the bees officially came in, but, yeah, they have bees, and that's kind of cool.
Bees are cool.
They make their own honey.
Which, again, like we were talking about in the car when we were driving back, in our own separate cars, but over the phone.
That's true.
I was wondering, like, why they don't use I don't know, like, how much honey they could get up there just by, like, the roof of their building, but I can't imagine them having a bunch of apiaries up there.
It can't be too many, especially since that it is in a plaza with other businesses. Like I said, hold on, let me pull up the address again.
But what I'm getting at is I don't understand why they don't use their own honey in their products more. And maybe they do, but you would think that if you had an endless amount of honey, that you would, well, not endless, but if you had a good source of honey, like a consistent source, you would be using it in your ice cream. Yeah. Like the honey lavender ice cream from Nicholas Creamery that we love. Yeah. I don't understand, like, they should have a honey ice cream. Like, just mix the honey in with the ice cream, like Nicholas does. It would be so good.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't have, like, any kind of honey-themed flavor.
That's what they could be doing with those jars instead of trying to sell them. People would dig that. I would dig that.
I would have absolutely gotten a honey-flavored ice cream.
Yeah, I would have gotten the honey-flavored ice cream, too.
I'm actually really excited about next week's episode because of a honey-themed ice cream flavor, but we'll talk about that in a week. That's a little teaser.
I do like honey, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. But, yeah, so it's very close to my job. I drove after work, shot right over there, super easy, 8-minute drive. Paul had a different experience. How was your ride?
I mean, it was close to rush hour on a Friday. It was a little scary for me. I don't usually drive on the Garden State Parkway, so it was a bit for me.
You had an adventure.
Little nerve-wracking on the way over. And it was, then there were accidents and stuff on the way home, so...
Yeah, the way home was slow, because there were some issues on the road. And then it was funny because he took the no tolls direction.
Because I always do.
Because he always does, and I have the Easy Pass in my car, so I took the route I usually take. And it made next to no difference. It was maybe like a 5-minute...
And yet you're never going to stop taking the tolls, I feel like, even though it was only a 3-minute difference.
It was more like 5.
I don't think so.
I think it was. It was whatever. The point is, I was surprised at how
fast I got back compared to you.
Little difference there actually was.
Yep. But it doesn't make that big of a difference.
But alas, there we are. So then we went, and I was pretty indecisive because they had so many cool flavors. So I did some sampling. You did not. You went right for a flavor and stuck with it.
Yeah.
So do you want me to talk about my samples and then my official flavor? Or do you want to talk about your regular
I mean, I'll just...
flavor first, and then we'll go from there?
I'll talk about mine, and then you can talk about yours.
Okay.
So mine was, I had to look through like twice just to make sure because they didn't have any black cherry. So I had to take a good look through. And then when I got all the way to the left side, I went from the right, halfway to the, halfway to the middle. Then I went back and then I was like, okay, I go all the way to the left again. And I got to the end and then I saw white raspberry or white chocolate raspberry, which is one of the ice creams that I'll choose if it's there. It's not a common thing.
No, but he likes it if we can find it.
There was that place in Highlands that had it, and then there was that place in the Menlo Park Mall that had it, and then
didn't you have it at
the Monster? Yeah. So those are the only 3 places I think I've ever seen it. So I usually go for it if I see it. And it's interesting how they're all a little bit different. Wait,
yeah.
Sweet Ice Creamery. That was the one in Menlo, right?
Yes.
What was the one in not Hudson? What was the one in Highlands?
Hinlickities.
And then Monster Ice Cream. But yeah, this one was a little bit different than the other ones. It had more. It didn't have the truffles that the other 2 had.
No, it had the white chocolate curls in it.
Yeah, it had the white chocolate curls. But they were good. I liked them. It reminded me of eating that that one ridiculously sweet pie that they I don't know if it was a pie. It was kind of like a God, what was in that thing in ShopRite? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That strawberry
cake?
It wasn't a cake though. It was a pie. It was it had those curly things of white chocolate on the top.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, I think I do.
Those things were so good.
I never had one, but they look pretty. That's not what I will say about white chocolate curls, is they are aesthetically very pretty to look at.
And they're very tasty. And I thought that this was really tasty because it had all those curls. And it made me want to go to ShopRite and get that pie. But I'm on a diet, so that's not happening. But I very much enjoyed it. I was feeling a little bit down from earlier in that day, a little melancholic, and the ice cream really helped me perk up.
It's true. It's science.
Yes. You know more about the science, though, right?
Well, I've read the little post about it, but basically, the temperature has a lot to do with helping reduce cortisol, which is what makes you feel stressed out. So ice cream is actually just therapy.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Do not replace your therapy with ice cream. Supplement your therapy with ice cream.
Right. Maybe it'll save you some money and make your stomach happy. But I felt better after having that ice cream. It made me happy.
It's true. I mean, why do you think it's a stereotype that in movies and stuff, if somebody gets broken up with, they eat a bunch of ice cream and cry?
Because they're weak. I mean, because they have good taste.
Because it works, and that is why. But, so, white chocolate raspberry, other thoughts on it? Did it have, real raspberry pieces, or was it a jam? What was the deal with that?
So it had the white chocolate pieces. If it had, the raspberry jam, it was, it was minor compared to, the chocolate. It was more chocolate forward.
I would agree with that, as somebody who tasted a bite.
Mm-hmm. And did you like it or not?
It was okay. I thought it was too much white chocolate, because I'm not a big fan of white chocolate.
Yeah, I am, so that was good for me.
I would have been happy with more raspberry, personally.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the other places that we've gone to that have had white raspberry ice cream are more raspberry forward.
True.
But anyway, how about your ice cream?
So I had a whole journey while Paul was in the bathroom, discovering the bees and sampling things. So I tried, because I was very indecisive, I tried a bite of the Nutella ice cream, and I really wanted it to be... I feel like Nutella ice cream never is what I expect it to be. It's never as strong as I want it to be.
Okay.
So I tasted it. It was good, but not as good as I wanted. So I was like, let me try something else. Then I tried something called Midnight Jersey Shore. which was chocolate ice cream with salted caramel and brownie pieces.
Uh-huh.
And I tasted it, and the flavor of that was fantastic, but I felt like it needed something crunchy. And I was like, I don't know about this. And then I was still looking around, and I stumbled upon carrot cake ice cream. And I said, that's weird. I've never seen that in my life anywhere before. Let's give that a try. And I tasted that, and oh my god, if this ice cream didn't taste just like a piece of carrot cake, it was the weirdest experience of my life, but it was fantastic. So it was like carrot cake flavored ice cream, and it had little pieces of, I'm assuming it was cake, little crumbles, little nuggets, I don't know what you would call them.
Uh-huh.
Little like cake bites in the ice cream, and it just had that like good cinnamon cream cheesy flavor to it. It was just, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, it was really tasty. I enjoyed yours quite a bit.
It
and
tasted
I was
just
on
like
some level,
carrot cake.
I was on some level very happy that you couldn't finish all of yours.
Yeah, he was thrilled.
Yeah, it tasted just like a carrot cake.
It was very good. It was really sweet, though. So I got a small and I couldn't finish it. So just keep that in perspective. Highly recommend, though. It was really good. I feel like it would be fantastic on a waffle cone, which I don't know why we didn't get cones this day, but we just didn't. So yeah, I would highly recommend the carrot cake ice cream. I think that, in addition to that, I would just highly recommend going and chilling here. I mean, the vibe of this place, no pun intended, because of cold, but, it's really cute. Like, they have Dolly Parton quotes on the walls, and then they have, like, pictures and stickers and really cute tables and all the board games, and it's just like, and somebody who made the playlist at this place has good taste as well, because we heard some bangers while we were there.
Yeah, including our wedding song.
Yes.
Making my way downtown.
We, our first dance was to an acoustic version of 1000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton.
Yes.
So good for us. Anytime we hear that song, it's it's a whole thing. But yeah, I mean, I really liked it.
It was very tasty.
Lots of fun.
And it was a very nice environment. I dug. I didn't have any complaints about it. And also the pricing was good.
Oh, it was cheap, actually. I mean, I guess because we got smalls and we didn't get cones.
It's true. We are used to getting. We are used to getting like cones and bigger amounts of ice cream, but I'm trying to stay on a diet, and yeah. So I didn't eat as much as I usually do.
Yeah, but I mean, either way,
it was pretty affordable.
We got 2 smalls,
and the small was a good size.
It was a decent amount of ice cream for $10.56.
Yeah.
It would have been a little more expensive if you use a card, because it's like one of those places that has a slight increase for credit card. But I luckily had $11 on me, so I was like, cool. And yeah, it was well worth the money.
Yep.
So I think it's probably time to figure out where we're going to place this bad boy.
Got it. Okay. So, starting off in the S tier, we have Nicholas Creamery, Vampire Penguin, Speak Freezy, Artigiano, The Froyo Zone, and Sweet Sophie.
Okay, first of all...
Did I mispronounce it?
There's an L, and it's oh my god, I've messed it up myself. L'Artigiano Gelato.
L'Artigiano Gelato.
That's gonna...
You can take the S tier for now on. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, that's gonna kill us for the rest of the season. In the A tier, we have Desserts Unlimited, Nasto's Old World Desserts, Dee Dee's Dairy, Kung Fu Tea, Cafe 360, Delicious Orchards, and Wendy's.
In the B tier, we have Freddy's, Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, and Charburger and Creamery.
And in the C tier, we have the Ice Cream Parlor and Mr. Softy.
Okay, so now it's the question of where does this go?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I feel like it should be either at the top of B or towards the end of A. What do you think?
So what's throwing me is Wendy's.
Yeah.
Because this is obviously better than a Frosty.
Yeah, so it should go before Wendy's then, right?
Correct. But I feel like this was very middle of the road ice cream, so I feel like it should be on the B tier. But I think that Wendy's also should be on the B tier. I don't know how Wendy's snuck in A.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
We'll have to bump it down.
Eventually. But for now, I think, yes.
B tier in front. Oh, go ahead.
Well, it has to be before Wendy's.
Oh, so then...
A tier after Delicious Orchards, and then eventually when we do some rearranging...
We'll put them both down to B?
I think so.
Okay. That works for me. Because it's definitely better than Wendy's.
Absolutely. By a good amount, honestly. Okay. You heard it here, folks. We're replacing It's Delicious Ice Cream on the A tier, tentatively.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Excuse me.
You broke the waveforms.
I didn't mean to.
I'll forgive you this time.
Thank you. All right. So, this has been episode 69 of Scooped Podcast.
Nice. Yep.
Indeed. We've done this a lot of times at this point, and we want to keep doing it, so be sure to follow, like, subscribe, and tell your friends about where to go for your Frozen favorites. And as always, the best way to support us is by continuously tuning in. So please be sure to do that next week for a review of a New York City-based company with a Dutch name that serves French ice cream.
Fancy.
Yeah, make that make sense.
Oui, oui.
All right. Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye.
Bye.